Hello friends, myself Mayank Pandya and I am from Devam Technologies. So today's session is regarding cybersecurity awareness. Uh, in this digital era, security over digital platform is most important thing, right? As frequently we are hearing about various cybercrime occurs surrounding us day by day, like it may be a ATM card fraud, it may be internet banking fraud, data theft, social media account hack, etc. Right? So all-in-one solution for such threats is an awareness. So in today's session, I am going to discuss about how to be secure cyber user, right? And well, before going further, I would like to thank globalknowledge.com for such wonderful graphics on cybersecurity awareness. So guys, let's move ahead. See, as per the slides, the important thing is to become a cyber smart. In general access with internet, uh, we should be more careful in providing information over any platform on internet. As it can be seen in the graphics, one must follow certain steps like strong password implementation, keeping software update, installing licensed antivirus to protect against virus and malwares, and securing web browser before internet access. Okay, so these are the essential things we need to implement while we are surfing into the internet. Okay, let's go some deeper in all this concept. The important thing is to apply strong password for various user accounts to secure against the hackers. Okay, we should apply certain password policies like use the combination of uppercase, lowercase, numeric values, and special symbols in as a password. Okay, make a password at least with a length of 8 or more digits. Okay, so it will be a high encryption, so that might be hard for hackers to decrypt that. Okay, and that may secure our user accounts. Use unique password for every different account. Change password regularly. Okay, so it is like good practice if you are changing your social media account or other email accounts passwords, right, frequently, so that will be more providing security. Okay, for example, various banking applying this policy, various banks in today's scenario they are applying this policy for their customers with who have the net banking accounts or user accounts, right? So they have the policy like to change the password with in every 45 days or 60 days, right? Okay, let's see another steps. Okay, as you can see in the graphics, we must be aware where we are surfing, right? As seen in the image that it's dangerous to surf, okay, in the area of sharks in sea, right? Like the same way, there are various malicious websites which provide contents like free for specifically that can increase the risk for users while surfing. Many unnecessary pop-ups will come out when we are surfing those kind of websites. Okay, malware or virus can be inserted while we are accessing or while we are surfing such websites, right? So we must visit the genuine websites, okay, so that we can be protected against the any kind of cybercrime. Okay, we don't know who are have uh, uploaded any content or who have hosting that website. Okay, whether it is a legitimate user or not, who or some guy is hacker or not, right? So visiting that kind of sites may be harmful for our data or for our critical information, right? So be aware while surfing the content over the internet. Okay, the next thing is see, this one is the one of the most important thing, as we are using many apps and software nowadays, right? So in our mobile and laptop or computers we have n numbers of applications and softwares are there. So we must need to keep our software up to date. Okay, whenever any manufacturer or developer releases an update, okay, so it's our duty, so we can need to install that patches as soon as possible. But of course, first verify that the updates are coming from a legitimate source. So, okay, so for example, if you are having using any mobile and they are providing some latest update, right, or upgrades, okay, but that should be from specifically mobile manufacturer company only. If you are using some this kind of updates coming from some other sources, okay, so don't trust over them, right? So that is not, it cannot be a genuine application updates, right? So only trust from the apps owner who are releasing their patches or updates, okay, so that we can be make our devices safe and secure, and that can also helpful to us to protect our data. Okay. Okay. The one more thing is don't use the cracked software, right? So actually, I know it is hard to implement, right, guys? As majority people are looking free to use full version software, okay. But I suggest never use any cracked software or pirated app, right? As we don't know, like if someone has put malicious script that might harm our devices or data, okay. So we have some many people have tendency like to download some free software or application or some other content, right, from torrent sites and other, right? So it may be genuine application, or it may be having some viruses, or it may be contain some malicious script, okay. So they are going to harm our data, our devices, right? So don't trust on this kind of ungenuine web content, okay. And make yourself away, okay, by using the crack software, okay. It's also a crime, okay. So now moving ahead, okay. Now about the cleanup about the data. So for corporates and individuals, individual users, for both, this is a required step to use a document retention policy and delete all documents that are no longer be needed. Okay, so do regular backups or schedule for regular data backup on weekly or monthly basis. So we could save our data as well as unnecessary information we can going to destroy, so that it won't be going to create any difficulty for us in future, right? Okay, now moving ahead, firewalls, right? So generally firewall is a application hardware, it may be a application, means software application, or it may be a hardware device, okay, companies or individuals are using for their security over the internet or over the network, right? But I can say this one is a common myth, that we have installed firewall, so we are now protected and tension free, right? There are many ways one can penetrate our security, okay, if still we are using the firewall, and that leads to damage the system and data, right? As we can see in this image, that diver is in cage, and he might be feeling he is protected from shark or whales, but all he is in protection mode, but still as you can see that a stinger fish can attack that divers, right? So beware of email attachments, links, check the privacy settings, okay. Still we are using the firewall, you must be aware regarding what we are accessing, what we have uploading, what we are downloading through emails or any other links, right? So these are the necessary things we need to implement, though we are having a firewall, okay. Okay, this one is like shredding of the data or confidential documents. Uh, in a direct manner, it is not kind of that they are potentially risk for any organization, but yeah, uh, studying is one of the important thing in cyber security, okay. In corporates or work locations, employee frequently get note down meeting information which are important for the organization, okay. So they are kind of a offline confidential information, right? But after that, if not shredded, then someone or other may misuse this information, or such information may get leaked to the rivals, okay. So that it is leading to corporates or companies for ultimately data loss, or some confidential information may be get leaked, okay. So need to destroy such important information after usage has been done, okay. So people are like if you have the credit card statement, so there are certain things are there mentioned on that statement, okay, some billing invoices, okay, some password policy regarding documents, okay. So these are the offline content, but still they can be harmful if it will reach to some wrong person's hand, right? So get all these important and confidential documents shredded, right? Okay, now, okay, so this one is the most important thing. Most cybercrime reported with such fraud, like as you can see in the image, some people create some links to trap people by giving them some false offers, and user gets trapped, and due to less intelligence they provide the critical information like credit or debit card number, the card date expiry, date of expiry information, the CVV code, etc. Right? So some hackers use the greedy nature of human as a weapon, right? So that they can target to the users. Okay. So my advice: don't get trapped. Only do the transaction with legitimate sites or trusted sites, or only click on the genuine links. Okay. Don't get trapped in any kind of false offers. Okay. So this one, like just a click can sink a ship. Okay. So as we know that one hole can sink a ship. So like this manner, one weakness, or can say one loopholes, can harm a user in this digital world. Okay. So to be more secure, don't trust any unknown on social media. Okay. People are going to add many people as a friend, with mutual friends in list. Okay. They immediately send them friend request. Okay, but we don't know who are those people. Okay. So if someone is coming from this kind of unreliable source, don't trust. Okay. So in WhatsApp and others media platforms, okay, wrong information or wrong links, or I can say rumors are more getting spread. Okay. And people who don't really focus regarding the internet content, they click on the links, whatever the information required they fill up and submit. So ultimately these are the important personal information which are getting uploaded to on some other link or some other hosting platform, right? And ultimately those information will be going to sell into the market. Okay. So be careful by accessing such things on the internet world. Okay. Now, yes, this is the important thing. Often this is possible. A person gets mail or some links through social media to get like free games, free software, or free to use update, etc. But in technical, it's possible such applications may be act as a Trojan. So once they get installed in your system or device, okay, and it will gives the complete control to the person who have hosted or provided this link. Okay, so all the information residing in your system, laptop, in mobile devices, okay, will be accessible in backend by that another guy who has created this Trojan. Okay. So such applications in backend, as I said, they may control a person device, okay, that ultimately leads to data loss for user. Okay. So don't get trapped. Okay. Never click on unknown information coming from unknown source regarding for any free links to get games or softwares or any other things. Okay. Okay. See, nowadays we can have a free Wi-Fi hotspot at various places, okay, but this can also be harmful, okay, as we don't know if someone is going to capture the packets of data when we access the internet by using such Wi-Fi hotspots. Okay. So for primary security, person could use a VPN, right, that is virtual private network, to get the protected, or better to avoid using such unknown Wi-Fi hotspots. Okay. So keep this practice when we don't know, or it may be kind of public Wi-Fi. Okay, if it is your college or if it is your school, university campus, okay, so you can put some trust and you can access those Wi-Fi hotspots for accessing the internet. But for example, you are going in somewhere society, and if you found out the free internet or free Wi-Fi, okay, which is not just by clicking on that you are getting connected, so don't trust on this kind of Wi-Fi. Okay, there might be people are using packet tracer applications, right, so that they are going to capture all your traffic. Okay, so be careful. Okay, uh, see, uh, nowadays we are much more uh, going for online shopping, right? So these are I mean, there are various applications nowadays coming for online shopping, right? The big giants like Flipkart, Amazon, Snapdeal, all these are there, Paytm, right? But still there are many small applications are also there coming for online shopping, in which they give certain products on very cheaper rate. Okay, and they give like unbelievable offers, like get 70% off, 80% off, 90% off on products on which the giant companies like seller from like Amazon, Paytm, Flipkart, in which pricing, if they are not selling, but still this kind of new applications are selling specifically those kind of products on very cheaper rate compared to them. Okay, so there may there, and people are attracting with this, so they easily getting it download. They can go for uh, carting. Okay, means they buy that content. So at initially they provide these things, okay, so that you can get attracted and you frequently visit their applications. Okay, but when you do certain transactions, okay, they capture your certain data, like if you pay from credit card or debit card, so all this information will be submitted to their databases on their application, right? Your user information, your residential information, contact number, date of birth, certain things can be easily available for them, right? And ultimately this kind of information are on backend are going to be sell on uh, dark web, right? So don't set up accounts with the sites you rarely use. Okay, read shipping invoice carefully. Verify specifically e-commerce sites. Look at the reviews and other verifications, and then you can proceed for, uh, I mean, going for product buying or providing the information. Okay. So now moving ahead, see. Uh, Often you guys can have seen that when you are downloading anything specifically from torrent site, there are certain pop-ups are coming out, right? Like this, you have won something free, you have won the iPhone 11 free of cost, you have won this, you have won that, right? Or there are certain like by play this game, that circle kind of thing will be going on. Okay, so in that you luckily won something, okay, and then you have to click on that and proceed further. Okay, by providing your information you can claim the prize and other things are there. So these are the kind of malvertising. Okay, so you click on malicious ad, so okay, so this kind of ads and other things can expose your computer to malware, right? So ultimately this is going to be harmful for our devices as well as for our important data which are lying on our devices. Okay, so be aware by going with such websites, right, or surfing this kind of content over the internet. Okay, uh, the one thing is that don't open the unknown files that end in .exe, right? .exe means a executable file, right? uh, as you can read out on the screen, that a file whose name ends in .exe is rarely a program that when open causes the operating system to run the program, right? We have applications, for example any game or other any software like video player or audio player or other image viewer site, image viewer application, right? So all these are coming with the .exe file. So whenever we click on that, run that program, okay, it may get installed with our operating system. Okay, so users who receive an .exe file as an email attachment should always be sure that the file comes from a trusted source. Okay, if some unknown platform, for example, like people are playing PUBG and some email account like pubg@something.com, okay, and they send a link that kindly you can get, by clicking on this link you can get free installation of this website, as well as you can have some number of like thousands and lakhs rupees of credit in that, okay, so that you can use those points into playing a game. Okay, so don't trust on this kind of links, because if you don't know the user, okay, so don't blindly click on this kind of content, okay, because it may be contain some virus or have a malware, or it could be a trojan as well, right? So never open links which are having the file which is ending with .exe, right? Means it is executable, so whenever you click on that, it will be automatically going, to execute and install in your operating system. Okay, so if it is a malicious application, it may capture your data and they can upload it to the hosted, I mean, it will be send your data towards the link those who have hosted that on website. Okay, okay, now the QR code, right? For example, for paying any like payment, right, like we are using Paytm QR code, or uh, that Beam app paying, or phone pay, or there are a number of uh, wallet applications are there through which we can just scan and pay to specifically person, right, by using that app. Okay, but QR code scanners sometimes be worrisome, like if someone scan the unknown QR code, that may divert or land on a malicious website, okay, which may become a threat for the data. It may steal your personal data or direct you to a malicious site that could be exploit your mobile as well, right? So don't randomly or blindly scan for any QR code. Okay, this is one of the can say latest trend specifically to capture the people or to divert them and uh, to land them on specifically websites. Okay, now coming with the security dangers of public Wi-Fi. Okay, I think in 2 to 3 slides before we have seen regarding this thing. First thing is to use a VPN. VPN is a virtual private network connection that recommended when connecting the internet through an unsecured connection like Wi-Fi hotspot. So in this kind of environment you can use the VPN. Okay, in your mobile or from your laptop or desktop devices also. Okay, turn off the sharing, or for specifically regarding Wi-Fi, okay, that system preference or in the control panel of your mobile device, right? Or put it on the automatically by choosing the public first time you connect to a new or unsecure network, right? So that it can be going to secure your device. Okay, another thing is keep Wi-Fi off when you don't need it. Okay, don't continue put Wi-Fi signals on, right? The Wi-Fi hardware in your computer is transmitting the data between any network within that range. Okay, so there are security measures in places to prevent this minor communication from compromising you. Okay, not all the wireless routers are the same, but hackers can be a pretty smart. Okay, they can establish any hardware like this, okay, in specifically area, okay, and they are looking for who get trapped easily with their tips and tactics. Okay, so be most aware and keep yourself secure by using the public Wi-Fi. Okay, I suggest don't go Wi-Fi using if you are don't know about the area, or which are having no security specifically, right? Okay, another thing is like keep your inbox safe, right? Enable email scanning. Okay, see, sometimes happens when we access certain things and when we provide information, okay, in which they ask to provide the email address so that they can deliver you the confirmation mail, or some, like, if you are want to download some PDF file. Okay, so those websites are also asking for your email account so that they can send the specifically PDF with a link in your mail ID, right? So what happens in these things? So by this kind of website or some other from non legitimate source, if we have provided our email account, so it may be circulated amongst the similar personality or similar websites. Okay, and you can get certain mails which you have never subscribed. Okay, so there are certain things automatic going into the junk, as number of email service providers like Gmail, Yahoo, okay, and other like Hotmail. Okay, so they are having this facility, but still uh, there are certain unreliable mails are also coming in your mailboxes, in your inbox, right? So don't trust if you don't know the person who is sending this email. Okay, and don't open the attachments if it is coming from such source, right? Disable the automatic previewing. Never respond to email request for personal or company account information, right? And another thing is activate the email scanning function in your antivirus software. So nowadays almost all the antivirus total security applications or the internet security applications are providing this facility. So when you are going to download any attachment from your mail, it first gets scanned by the install antivirus or total security application, and then if it is found okay, because they first verify about the signature coming from the source, and they also verify regarding the content. Okay, then and then they consider it as a uh, trustworthy or not. Okay, based on that the attachment can be get downloaded. Okay, if something found malicious, they give you immediate message or alert message, I can say, right? So that if you wish, you can delete, or you can put it in as a quarantine, and later after verification you can use it as well. Okay, now, okay, this is one of the important thing, turning off the location sharing. Okay, uh, see, nowadays people have the trends, like whenever they are going traveling. Okay, they upload each and everything on the social media, like traveling to this, flying to there. Okay, now in mall, now in multiplex, watching movie, eating food, etc., kind of things people are doing over the social media, right? So in each and every this kind of post, okay, if you are not uh, if you have not disabled your GPS location or location sharing, okay, so it will always go with your current location. Okay, so be careful, like who follows you on social media, because they might come to know that okay, this people is not there at home, or not in the office, or maybe some outside. Okay, so regularly check who your location is shared with, and remove the permissions for anyone you don't trust. Okay, so these are the important things, minor thing. Okay, but going to give a great help into the security. Okay, one of the last thing in this regarding, that is HTTPS phishing. Phishing, like you can say in the image that someone is there and uh, sitting with a road, and are trying to get fish, right? So these things are also possible with the HTTPS sites. HTTPS means hypertext transfer protocol and secure, as for security. Okay, but still nowadays there are, it is reported from various internet governing councils and other platforms that almost 58% of phishing websites now using the HTTPS. So what they do, they like give you some free content, give you some account details, they can ask you to, I mean, like free internet data, some free points for your like any online shopping site, so they provide some free points so that you can have discount on that. Okay, so in this what they require user information. Okay, either login, password, other things. So they lets you log in with these things. Okay, and what they do, they making it like it is a actual genuine website. Okay, because HTTPS, okay, so we have the general tendency that these are the secure sites, so we can give our confidential information like credit debit card information or net banking information, password, etc. Okay, but also be careful if they are not that much famous or not having proper management, okay, or not passing specifically security criteria. So don't trust this kind of website and don't provide our critical information. Okay, so friends, this is all about the security awareness. Okay, we have discussed around a 70 to 18 various security tips and techniques. Okay, what need to do, what not need to do, right? So these are the ultimately things which going to help for a common user, okay, to get protected with a certain cybercrime. Okay, people can get protected themselves from certain cyber attacks, right? So this is just an approach to provide certain things to those who are not technical, okay, and are using smartphone and other device, so they might secure their self, right? So this is all about the today's session, guys. Okay, thanks a lot, thank you very much. If you like this video, just like, share, subscribe. Okay, thanks a lot. This is Mayank Pandya from Devam Technologies.